Okay, hello y'all. Y'all, could I be more country? Anyway, this blog today is about what happened to me yesterday when I took a friend of mine to run some errands. And um, the conversation that followed when we went to the grocery store afterwards. I took him to go donate blood, hence the T-shirt I've got. They gave me one even though I didn't donate, which the reason why I didn't donate is because the last time I gave blood, I passed out. And so can't bring up, I don't have the cojones to go ahead and do it again. So, but we're working on that because I know I need to do stuff like that to make the world a better place because I'm AB negative, or I'm one of the ones that they're always low on anyway. You would think I would know my blood type, but I don't. Anyway, I went ahead and took him on some errands, including going to give a blood. And afterwards, he said, "Well, let me buy you some groceries. I gotta go to the store." And I said, "Well, you don't have to do that. You've helped me out before when I didn't have a car." And so, but he insisted. So we went to the grocery store, and he never did say how much the groceries to get. So I kept it kind of light, like under $10. Well, what I got was I got some organic vegetable stock. I got some real whole wheat bread, and I also got, what was the other thing that I got? Oh, it'll come to me in a minute. Eggplant. I got eggplant, and the whole thing was, he was like, "Well, why are you just getting those three things? They're expensive." And so go ahead and get you some things that'll last you a while, basically. And this is coming from a guy who is a very good friend to me, but he is 6'1" and almost 300 pounds. And so this is coming from a guy who eats crap in and crap day in and day out. And so, I mean, I tried to tell him, this is the one I did the stir fry for recently. Um, but he was he was just going on. Well, you need to go ahead and get these ramen noodles, or go ahead and get this 99-cent bunny bread, which I despise bunny bread. It's gummy and it's nasty, has an aftertaste. Even when I was eating regular white bread, I wouldn't touch bunny bread with a 6-foot pole, 10-foot pole, whatever. And I don't know if y'all have everyone has bunny bread where you're located, but believe me when I tell you, it's like eating past car reboot. It's like eating cardboard and plaster. It's nasty. But anyway, he eats the highest fat crap on the planet, processed. And he was saying that I was wasting money. And I finally told him, I said, "Well, listen, if it make you feel better, just give me gas money." I said, "But I'm not going to skimp on my health and by getting cheap groceries." And we got into a little conversation, not really an argument, but he was like, "Well, I know you don't have money to throw away, and times are tight and things are hard for all of us." And I was telling him, "Well, listen, I will budget other things, but my health is too important to me to skimp on these things." And I said, "I'm getting the vegetable broth to make soup with." He's had my soup and he enjoys it immensely. So I told him, I said, "I don't want to hear it." And he was just going on, "Well, I can't cook like you do. I don't know how to cook." And I was like, "Listen, you've seen me make my stir fry. You've seen me make chili. There are amoeba on Saturn who could do this." So I didn't want to hear it. I said, "You can throw potatoes in a pot." I said, "You are not, predisposed to not to be able to cook whole foods." And he knows he needs to work on his health because he's in worse condition than I ever dared to be. But it doesn't stop him from going to the Golden Corral buffets, and basically he doesn't want to go out eat in anywhere like a Thai restaurant or something that actually has some healthy food choices. He always wants to go to the Golden Corrals, the Chinese food, the all you can eat, mega, eat all you want and leave the restaurant with your belt unbuckled, and you can hardly walk out to your car. But we just almost we didn't really have an argument over it, but I'm hoping that he finally understood, for once and for all, that I am going to be doing my best to come up to a higher level of wellness. And one of the things that involves is not buying and eating total crap. And that's my little event for today. But I'm hoping he finally understands it, because the more I read, the more I hear all the processed crap. As right now, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing 70% whole foods, maybe 30%, processed, like Susan suggests in her Politics of Stupid. But the more that I read and the more that I see and feel the difference of eating whole foods as opposed to, the processed, even with the process thrown in, I mean, I'm not at the level where I can give it up cold turkey, pardon the pun, but, I know the difference. And so I'm steadily going to that level. You go from level to level, and, as the whole process goes on, you are making little changes here and there, here and there, here and there. It's too much. It's overwhelming to do everything at once, but it's much easier if you make the little changes. And right now, that's where I am. I mean, I am not going to skimp on my health. Yeah, I know that I'm going to pay more for the higher quality stuff. And there's a wonderful blog I've been meaning to tell everybody about. It's called CompassionateCooks.com. The lady that runs the site is named Colleen Patrick Goudreau. She's totally vegan, but even if you are not interested in doing a total vegan thing, then I highly recommend going to her anyway, because one of the things that she mentions in her blogs, or her podcast rather, and is that it's not that organic is that more expensive. It's just that the cheap stuff is cheaply made. It's not subsidized by the government, and so what you pay for when you get the whole food is paying the true cost of the food. But I'll get more into that. That'll be another blog later on. But I did want to give people a heads up about that website. You do need to check it out. And I encourage people to, even no matter what your expenses are, no matter what your budget is, do organic and do whole foods as much as possible. Be well.